Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Yes 101 Visual Radio. Bringing you the news, I'm Steven Machado. Let's take a look at your headlines first.
News First headline.
Proposal submitted to import salt following production setbacks. Low pressure area to bring enhanced rainfall and thunder showers across Sri Lanka. DMC holds special discussion on pre-disaster plans. Syrian rebels topple President Assad. His whereabouts unknown. Man United's sporting director Ashworth leaves after 5 months. Your local news in detail first. Private companies have submitted a proposal to the government requesting permission to import salt, citing challenges in domestic production. Minister of Trade, Commerce, Food Security and Cooperative Development Vasanta Samarasinghe confirmed that the request stems from practical issues affecting local salt production. A final decision will be made after consultation with the Ministry of Industry and Entrepreneurship Development. R.M. Gunaratne, General Manager of Lanka Salt Limited, stated that the country currently holds a reserve of 12 metric tons of salt, enough to meet consumption needs for the next 2 months. However, he explained that salt production has decreased due to adverse weather conditions and expressed concerns about further disruptions in the coming months. To reduce the risk of potential shortage, Gunaratne said he had requested government permission to import salt. While there are adequate stocks for now, he noted that some traders have increased prices, citing fears of salt shortage. The final decision on import request will follow further discussions with relevant authorities. Moving on. The low-pressure area in the southeast Bay of Bengal is likely to move west-northwestwards during the next 24 hours. It is likely to reach over southeast Bay of Bengal off Sri Lanka-Tamil Nadu coast around the 11th of December. Under its influence, showery conditions are expected to enhance in northern and eastern provinces from the 10th of December. The northeast monsoon condition also expected to establish gradually over the island along with above condition. Several spells of showers will occur in northern and eastern provinces. Showers or thunder showers may occur at several places in western Sabaragamuwa province and Galle, Mathura, Nuwara and Kandy districts during the evening or night. Fairly heavy showers above 75 millimeters are likely at some places in western and Sabaragamuwa provinces and in Galle and Mathura districts. Misty conditions can be expected in central Sabaragamuwa, southern, over, western, northwestern provinces during the morning. The general public is kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporarily localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. Moving on. The Disaster Management Center held a special discussion to prepare pre-disaster plans in response to the low-pressure area formed over southeast Bay of Bengal, which is expected to bring heavy showers to northern and eastern provinces starting tomorrow. Director General of the DMC, retired Major General Uday Herath, said that the discussions aimed to establish a suitable mechanism for responding to potential disaster situations. Representatives from the Ministry of Health, Irrigation Department, Department of Meteorology and the Tri-Forces attended the meeting via Zoom. The meeting also addressed the necessary arrangements to ensure the smooth conduct of the A-level examination. Meanwhile, 1,462 people from 431 families have been affected by adverse weather and are still at 17 shelters. On more local news, the Central Bank of Sri Lanka has reported a significant increase in revenue from foreign tourists in the month of November compared to October. In November, the revenue generated from foreign tourism exceeded $272 million, up from $185 million in October. Up next is international news.
International news.
Syrian rebels declared President Bashar al-Assad ouster after seizing control of Damascus today, forcing him to flee and ending his family decades of rule after more than 13 years of civil war in seismic moment for the Middle East. The rebels also dealt a major blow to the influence of Russia and Iran in the heart of the region, key allies who propped up Assad during critical periods in the conflict. Iran's embassy was stormed by Syrian rebels following their capture of Damascus. Up next is sports news.
Sports news.
Dan Ashworth has left his role as supporting director at Manchester United after 5 months in the job by mutual agreement, the Premier League club said today. The 53-year-old was recruited from Newcastle United and arrived in July to much fanfare, but the decision was made to part ways after a meeting between Ashworth and Chief Executive Omar Berrada after Saturday's 3-2 home loss to Nottingham Forest. United said in a statement, "We would like to thank Dan for his work and support during a transitional period for the club and wish him well in the future." And with that, we wrap up this edition of Yes 101 Visual Radio. Stay tuned for more of the very latest. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Steven Machado.